J-Spazzin.
What's happening, man?
Man, welcome to the show.
I'm glad I'm here, man. I've been seeing it on Instagram. You've been doing these podcasts. I've been wanting to come on, man. So when you hit me up about it, I was like, let's do it, man.
Man, like, I just found, I'm not going to act like I knew this right off the bat. I found you through Nitty Gritty. Shout out Nitty Gritty.
Yeah, real beast, man.
Yeah, to me, when I see someone have a 209 in their bio, I assume that it's somebody who's proud to be from the 209. So what I like to do on the show is I like to go from like the beginning to now, right?
Yeah.
So for anybody, before we start, who is J-Spazzin?
J-Spazzin, man. Well, first of all, I came up with that name super quick, man. It was nothing really even thought about. You know what I mean? I started making music, and right when first artist that I collabed with was like, "Hey, what's your artist name?" I wasn't just gonna say, Jake, my regular name, man. You know what I mean? So I was sitting at work, and I was like, "Damn, man, like J something. It has to start with a J. You know what I mean? But kind of catchy, and I don't want to really keep anybody's name or even get close to anyone's name because when you search stuff up, I wanted to be a little different. Exactly, man.
Yeah.
So I was like, J rapping, J something. That's basic. But then I was like, J-Spazzin. And E40 makes a song called I'm Just Spazzin. Yeah. Saying like I'm just rapping, like I'm just saying this, And I was like, J-Spazzin. I was like, all right, sticks, man.
It has the same kind of ring to it as like J Stalin, and obviously like two different genres.
Like it's catchy though to be like, 2 syllables, J-Spazzin. I don't want it to be like, like a whole long ass name, man. So I keep it simple,
Like most people don't know, I'm actually Augustus Wilderness.
I was like, damn. I was like, okay, you cut me off too, man.
That'd be hilarious though.
Yeah.
So you are a hip hop artist.
Yeah, rap, hip hop, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I do like more lyrical, like I'd say rap, but these days that's not even really a genre. You kind of.
What makes you say that?
Hip-hop. I mean, when you look up stuff, it usually says like hip hop and R&B. You never just see like rap.
Just straight
what
rap.
I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, which is cool, and that's what I came up with. Yeah, J-Spazzin. And then I guess that's what stuck, man. I didn't think twice about it. I just literally figured that out in probably like 5 minutes while I was sitting at work because I was busy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sent him the song and just moved on. And then that's just what stuck, man. Super simple, honestly.
How long ago was that?
Damn, man.
Are we talking like 2020s? Oh, that was this year.
First time I jumped on the mic was March this year.
Jumped on a mic in March, doing a podcast in November.
There we go, man.
So,
I did a couple a couple performances, trying to push everything out as quick as possible because in my head I was like, I want to see literally one whole year. See how I do. 365 days of just like focusing on music. Obviously, I have other personal stuff and all that.
Of course.
But now it's like, all right, man, how is it going to go for 1 year? So I started March. I actually just downloaded Instagram in March.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, man. Like I just popped off in this world. You know what I mean? Instagram and started rapping and stuff. But now it's what would that make it? 8 months?
Yeah.
8 months, man.
That's interesting. So
yeah.
I wanted to jump right into the story, but I like where we're at right now. You're saying to me that you wanted to just see how the year played out. So March to March is what I'm assuming you're talking about a year, right? How's it going so far?
I think pretty solid, man. I mean, literally, like I said, started an Instagram. No, nothing at all. You know what I mean? Started adding my friends and family at first. Hey, I'm going to start rapping, seeing what's up. Then
how'd your family take that?
They were like, okay, almost like not a joke, but they were just like, oh, cool, sounds good. Let's just see what you could put out,
So no one was like discouraged by it, it sounds like.
No,
not discouraged, but
I know what you mean, though. They weren't like thrown off. They were like, what the hell? What do you mean rap, man? You don't rap and all this. They were like, all right,
just
try
see.
it out. Let's just see what's up, man.
Okay.
Because ideally, I mean, with everything, you see some people like rapping when they're, this is whoever. This was E40 rapping when he was 17 in high school, or you know what I mean? Like really young. Even with sports, like UFC, you don't see people jump in the UFC at 27 years old.
Right.
Or, NBA or any of that. So in my head, I thought it was kind of late, but I felt like it was the right time of my life that I had enough time, more money to put into it. Because now I'm realizing, like, if you want to make it professional, and make it legit, you have to put money into it, man. So that's what I'm realizing too, man. It's, you know.
Man, I like where this conversation is going. People don't realize that money part. I was listening to it's not a podcast, but shout out Wayno. Wayno is a staple in the music industry and especially in hip hop.
Okay.
And he was talking specifically about Rock Nation. By the time they hear this, it's kind of old news, but Rock Nation has just announced that you can now, what do you distribute through? DistroKid?
DistroKid, yeah.
Okay, so Rock Nation launched essentially their version of DistroKid, but they have different tiers that allegedly allows them to allows the artists to have access to like different resources.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah. So
Rock Nation.
Rock Nation.
Is it ROC?
ROC, Rock Nation.
I think I've heard of it, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's one of the biggest hip hop labels ever. But that's the story for another. What I'm getting at is
okay.
Wayno starts talking about, or alluding to, a lot of this is money based, right?
Yeah.
Labels will give you money, call it a $20,000 advance, in order for you to go and make your music pop. Like they give you money for advertisement, money for all this stuff.
Studio time, mastering, yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Like right now, if I were to tell you, give me a rapper, or not even a rapper, give me an artist that you listen to every day from a viral clip. Name one.
Every day from a viral clip?
That you became a fan of from a viral clip.
Oh, man.
You can't, right?
No, man. It's hard.
And
literally, it's not even,
That's the point. And that's not to shade anybody who's gone viral. Viral just means a lot of people saw it, right?
Yeah,
but a lot of people see a car on the side of the road burning. Does that mean that they like that person?
Okay, yeah.
That just means that they're looking at it.
I know what you mean. Okay, yeah.
So to really make your music pop, I'm not saying that advertising is everything, but advertising is a big part of it, right?
Yeah.
You got to, because this right here is advertising to an extent, right? We're advertising you, right? Your music videos are an advertisement. And if you want to target certain audiences, you got to, what I'm getting at is you're right. People don't treat it like a business.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
And that's what I'm learning, not in a hard way necessarily, but it's more than I expected.
100%.
Kind of just like, studio time. Okay, how many hours do you want? Oh, I do this for mix and mastering. It's this much. Oh, you want to buy the beat? It's this much. Mm-hmm. Oh, you want to hit up a feature? This how much? I'm like,
it's this much.
Damn, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like I put $100 into one song sometimes. It's like,
and it's a lottery ticket.
Yeah.
That's what people don't understand, bro. Is that like, imagine you own a sandwich shop. You spend $1,000 a month to make your stuff, but people eat sandwiches already. It's a safe bet. So you might not make millions of dollars, but that 1,000 you were able to get back and make maybe 2,000 more, right?
Yep. And keep building, of course.
Exactly.
Keep going up on it.
You can spend $20,000, $500,000 on one song, and it still might not work for you.
Damn, man.
Do you see what I'm saying?
That is pretty crazy, yeah. But then you might go way less. You might only spend $2,000 in that song.
And it might have worked.
Boom, blows up, man, yeah.
Same with the lottery system. I might have bought 200 tickets, and you just bought one, and you won the lottery. I didn't.
Yeah, later, that's how it works sometimes, man.
That's how it works sometimes. So we went off on a tangent. I like it, though. What I like to do on the show, like I mentioned, I like to go back in time. Right?
Yeah.
So, Jake, J-Spazzin.
Yeah.
Where are you from? How were you raised, if you want to share that?
Boom. Okay, man. Well, I was born in Modesto.
Okay. 209.
Yeah, lived in Manteca. Moved to Fremont. My dad was working out there. My parents were both working out there, so we were out there for a little bit. And then slid back to Manteca when I started school because my uncle, only a year older than me, was going to school there. So we kind of wanted to go to elementary school together, like first to 8th grade, even high school up.
Your uncle
is
who
1
you
year
wanted
older than me.
Oh, got you. Okay.
Yeah, man. So we're really close. So we wanted to go to school together. So my parents moved back to Manteca so we could go to school, basically all years through.
Right.
And then, lived in like 6 different houses in Manteca.
Before you even went to elementary school?
No, just between the time I've been living there.
Oh, got you.
I just lived in multiple, probably, like 9 houses.
Hey, dude, I can relate.
Multiple locations, man. But, and then been in Manteca for the last, long time, like 20, 6 years.
I was gonna say, you don't have to say if you don't want to say.
But a long time, man.
Okay.
That's my spot. That's why I had to put 209 into it, because I just, this is my whole playground, my whole spot, man. I've been here for hella long now.
Would you say that? How would you say that the 209 played into your personality? Like, how did that affect your relationship with your family, or how did that impact you as a person?
Like just being around this area?
Yeah, moving a lot, being in the area.
Yeah,
because Fremont and Manteca are not the same thing.
No, completely different, man. And I was so young in Fremont to where I don't remember too much. So all my memories from Manteca. But it's cool because basically most of my family is out here. A lot of my family is out here. I have aunts and uncles in different states and all that, but I've been really locked in with my family basically my whole life, which is cool. Because every time, family birthday party, you could hit somebody up you could send a group chat on a Thursday. You'll have like 20 family members that Saturday, 2 days later.
Right.
So that's a cool thing about the family aspect. 209 in general, I like it. It's my spot. But when I do go on vacation and stuff, you do realize the pros and cons of it, of course. You know what I mean? That's
what are some pros and cons?
It's a really expensive area, too. You know what I mean? To be what we got. You think what we'd be spending out here, we'd be almost living in a luxury area. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like... It's cool, you know what I mean? I like it. I'm not dissing it at all, but I'm not saying it's the greatest area either. Like, that's why every time I travel, I'm always like, going back to Manteca, I'm like, damn, man, the roads are messed up. You got this going on, you know what I mean? Like, we have, like, 20 gas stations and 20 massage parlors, and we have, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like we could just get better businesses around here, and I don't know, man.
I think, I don't want to say the Central Valley as a whole, but I know Tracy. I went to high school out in Tracy. Yeah. And one of the things that I've always said since I was young, I was like, I feel like they don't put the right things for the town here, because a lot of things end up closing down.
A lot
of things end up closing down. And it's like, oh, okay, what would fix that? Another gas station.
It's like
but we don't need that many. I understand we're a congested town, but we don't need that many gas stations.
Man.
But pros and cons, how do you feel like that affected your personality? Like the cons or the pros or cons of living here. How do you feel like it affected your personality?
That's a good question, man.
You strike me as I don't want to say a curious person, as in like, oh, what is that? What is that? But you strike me as someone who is like, you know what? I'll try that. I'll try this. I'll try that. You know what I'm saying?
100%,
Inquisitive,
man. Yeah. With everything, honestly, even with some exotic food or something, I'm like, let's just try it out, man. You know what I mean? Let's see what's up. But as far as like pros and cons from like what I've gotten out of Manteca, man, I guess, it's not as bad as like some areas in the 209, of course, but even small stuff like, you kind of learn more to watch your back around here. Just small stuff. Not like that I've ever been into like a big beef with anything to where I'm like stressing on something, you know what I mean? But even we have a shop in Manteca where I work, and it's been broken into, man, so many times. And it's just kind of normal now. And it sucks that it's like that, you know what I mean? Right. So I'd be going in there like 3:30 in the morning, and I'm always watching my back. There always be like some weird, vans will pull up in the morning, random cars like acting suspicious and all that. So there's that aspect of Manteca to where like, you still gotta kind of watch your back, but it's not as bad as a lot of places either, you know. And the pros I take from that is, being, looking around and having street smarts at the same time. But then cons to it, you can't trust things, You can't, like, trust certain things as far as, like, you leave your car unlocked or windows down and you're, like, stressing about it, if you're going to be in and out for 2 minutes. And it's like, that sucks we live in a place where that's an issue.
I'll tell you what, not as much as, because I used to live, I'm from the Bay Area, right?
Okay.
Like, we can't leave, a lot of us used to, I'm sure they do it now, leave their windows down because people were just breaking, like straight up breaking windows, not even to steal the car, but whatever's in it.
Yeah.
So they leave their window down, take all their stuff out, like, look, like there's nothing in here.
Damn,
You know
it
what
came
I'm
to
saying?
that point. Yeah, I guess
yeah.
that's, and it sucks as a society. We have to accept that, you know, like this is where it comes down to.
Yeah, but
Just expecting something bad.
that could also speak to the just the time we're in life, man. Like the same way you said that what we pay here, you could get like a luxury apartment somewhere else. Like I made that argument too.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I found is like the salary I make here, I couldn't make in the area where that's your luxury apartment.
100%,
It's almost like they keep the carrot just far enough away for you to keep chasing it.
Yeah,
You know what
because
I'm
then
saying?
then you move to the middle of Illinois making $8 an hour, but then your rent's only $600 a month. It's gonna kind of stay that same,
Right.
the
The
same
margin
distance.
is the same.
Yeah,
That's
to an
what
extent, because it is crazy how, man, you go on the other side of the Altamont, you get like a spot in Livermore. I mean,
Oh God.
you know what I mean? You're gonna pay like $4,500 a month for a single bed. And I know they make more, but like maybe it's not to that extent. You know what I mean? You gotta make 100K plus to be kind of chilling over there, and it's like, damn, man.
This is about to go from interview to podcast real quick. The reason I ask you these questions is because, like, when I've listened to the things that you put on Instagram, right? Again, I get this like bubbly personality almost, and I was very curious if the 209 kind of shaped that for you. When did music come into your life?
Super young, man. My parents were slapping Snoop Dogg when I was like 5 years old.
Okay.
You know the Gin and Juice, Snoop Dogg? I had that song playing in my head when I was going to like first grade. My parents didn't want me singing that, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
with my mind on my money and my money on my mind, rolling down the street, smoking Nindo and all that.
Yeah.
So my mom was even changing the lyrics for me, so I was singing some other type of song with the same beat in my head because I was so like into music, man. I would catch on to it. I'd be dancing all the time, even to songs that didn't make sense.
Like
you know what I
what?
mean?
Like what?
No beat, like some... I don't know who the girl singer is, man, but my mom would be playing, like Christina Aguilera or something,
Okay.
man, and I'm still like over here dancing, and there's no rhythm to it, you know what I mean? I was just, exactly, man.
I get you. I get it.
So it's always been music, man, and then my dad started playing bass guitar. He had a whole rock band inside of the house.
A rock band.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, they're not in a band to where they're performing, but my uncle was on the drums, my dad was bass guitar.
Your uncle
my
that's a year
cousin.
older than you.
No, actually, he's in his
different uncle.
He just
Okay,
turned
got you.
50. Actually, yeah, they're older now, man. But yeah, they were getting it. So even that, and then right when I got a pair of headphones in elementary school, man.
It was over.
Yeah, that's when the grades dropped and I was into music, man.
So
For real though, man, it's true.
I get it, man. So elementary school to this year, that's a big gap.
Long time, man.
That's a big gap. So were you into music in the sense of I enjoyed this as a fan, or were you like, man, I really want to make it, I just don't know where to start?
It wasn't even a point to where like I wanted to get into music for some reason. I don't know why it didn't click with me. I should have been like more into like, if I love music so much, why don't I get into it? But I was just everywhere, man. I'll even be sitting there just, beats in my head. I've been beatboxing for a long time, man. In high school, that's what actually got it started because I'd be like, hey, spit some real quick. I'd beatbox really quick and they're just like, okay, you know what I mean? And just start going. But it's always been in my head, just beats. And even rock and roll actually really was started it, man. Because I went to a lot of concerts with my parents. Been to System of a Down, Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains.
Wow.
A lot, man. Like
System of a Down. Okay.
a lot of concerts, man. Yeah, and
So-
that's what started it, really.
When you say started it, are you talking about starting like the desire to want to make music yourself?
A little bit. Yeah, actually, that's kind of what it was. Because I was just so into it. And I was like, all right. Maybe in high school, I was like, all right, I do like rock music, but it started really getting into rap, like Bay Area rap. I really listened to Wiz Khalifa a lot. That was one of my big ones that I was listening to, man.
Wiz Khalifa, okay.
And between, I guess, somewhere in between the high school vibe, like I was telling you, just freestyling in the car after school, you know what I mean? And then I guess it took till this long to finally make that move. I mean, I graduated 11 years ago. So I lagged on it, man. I did lag on it, but it's almost like I had a lot of priorities with life where I didn't want it to be like a side thing. Like, oh, I got to handle all this shit, but maybe at 8 o'clock tonight, I could just write something quick. Right. I feel like just as far as March, you know, I got my career, my everything set up, you know. Now I'm about to get married soon.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you, man. And then apartment, you know, I got my living situation, my career, now my relationship locked in. So now when I get home, I could really focus on music 100%, like isolate myself instead of being like, oh, I'm just going to work on music right now. But I really have to do this though.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I agree with that 100% because I mean, but what's interesting to me though, it's not like, because some people would say, man, I knew when I was a little kid, I wanted to be a firefighter. Right.
Yeah.
And then like they spend their whole life trying to get that, and they might not get it right away, but then eventually they might get it. The story I'm hearing, and correct me if I'm wrong, you didn't have the aspiration to make music. You didn't even, it wasn't a thought in your head until a certain point in your life. Is that accurate?
Correct. Yes.
What do you remember that moment where you said, I want to make music now?
Yeah, a little bit actually, man. It was like I said in March
of this year.
Yeah. And about a couple years ago, went to a Nvsty concert and ended up talking to Scando, the Dark Lord. Shout out Scando, the Dark Lord, man. Really been helping me out.
Shout out Neff while we're at it.
Yeah, same. And then I hit him up randomly. I was like, hey, man. Because I remember I kicked it with him at the show. You know, we actually ended up just going to the bar. And I didn't know who was Neff's cousin. So I was kind of talking to him. And then he's like, hey, you want to slide to the back? It's cool. I was like, to me, I've been a fan of Nvsty a long time, man. So I was like, hey, hell yeah, I'm down here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's kind of talking to them. And then I got his number between that time, man. And a couple years later after that concert, which was this March, I was like, hey, man, I don't know if you really remember me that much, you know, because they be all busting moves all the time.
Right.
I was like, but if we could jump on a song together, that'd be dope, man. It would be my very first song. And he was like, oh, super cool about it. He's like, yeah, man, hit me up. Find a beat if you want, or let me know if you want me to send a beat, and let's just run with it. So I was
That's
like,
bold to go from, I don't make music at all, to I'm going to hit you up.
Yeah,
for a feature.
He's like an established rapper too, you know. It's not like someone local or anything, man. Like, so I was kind of like, man, I guess if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, man. Like,
what was the flip in your head that made you want to take that leap?
You know, literally, there's nothing specific. There's not like it was a day I was sitting there like, I want to do music now. I was just like, man, I just keep doing freestyles out loud because I would commute back home because I worked at the Bay Area for years. And that's what would keep me awake. Because once you listen to your music over and over again, say you have 1,000 songs in your playlist. Yeah. After a couple of years of commuting, you've heard all those songs 1,000 times. You know what I mean? Right. So I just put instrumentals on and just be freestyling, man, for so long. And I was like, to where I even got bored of freestyling. I was like, okay, man. I've been saying the same thing almost. You know what I mean? Right. Like rhyming and stuff is the same stuff, but I guess that's what it kind of clicked. I was like, man, if I'm just going to keep freestyling, why don't I just put it out? And I didn't really care if I was going to get 20 views or
like 20,000.
Yeah. Right. I was just like, honestly, man, maybe when I'm, you know, these days with YouTube and everything, you know, if I live to be 70 years old, I can look back on my YouTube account these days and show my grandkids like, hey, this is your grandpa gassing on the track, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I guess that's kind of what started it, man. Nothing specific though.
Nothing specific. I mean, that's cool though. But that goes back to my assumption of you earlier, is that you strike me as a person that just like tries something.
Yeah, just see what's up, man.
Just see what's up. Yeah. So walk me through that process of making that first song.
So it's called, you know, the funny part is, man, it hasn't dropped yet.
Really?
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
March.
Bro, I keep asking that because it's blowing my mind that you just decided to start in March.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
so you hit him up in March.
Yeah. And then we probably finished that song by April.
Okay.
He sent me his verse pretty quick. He had the beat. He sent it to me. I wasn't ready for my verse yet. And I wanted to kind of get an idea of what he was going to rap about. Because back then I was really more like, let's have a theme. Let's make sure we have a theme when we rap, you know? Because now already it's only been however many months. But even if some dude's talking about this, I'll kind of rap about something different. And I don't really care too much about it anymore. You know what I mean? But at
Right.
first I was like, hey, but what are you exactly going to talk about? You know, like what is going to be the theme of the song? And he's like, I don't know, man. It's totally up to you. So I was like, let's just start something basic, man. Let's call it West Coast living.
West
You know
Coast
what I mean?
living.
It's easy. You just talk about basically what you're doing out here. So he sent me his verse. And at that time I was staying in Palo Alto for work in an Airbnb. So I just started writing old school. Writing on a notebook, man.
On pen and pad?
I like that, but literally months ago, man, I already lost it.
I'm sorry. I got to cut you off. Did you just say you lost the song?
Yeah, I did actually lose the
Oh, my bad. Pull the mic
notebook.
closer to your...
I did actually lose my notebook that I originally
the
wrote my
notebook.
first lyrics in it, man. So I
Gotcha.
had to listen to like my song that I recorded it on like a voice memo just because I was
Like
brand
a
new with
demo.
it. I was like excited. I was like, I want to see how this sounds or how this sounds. So I put the song on my the beat on my laptop and then read my notebook and recorded off the voice memos. So I was like, okay, it's gonna sound clean, you know what I mean? Like I'll be able to hear it actually. It sounded super bad because it was off the laptop speakers and I was hella far away from the phone, you know?
Right.
That's when I was like, damn, all right. I think it was like 16 bars.
16 bars.
It's not too crazy, you know?
Damn.
But
Did you like rewrite it?
actually, it's funny, man. I'm glad you even asked that question. So I've always listened to more like even Chipus. I just made a song, you know, make a couple songs with him. He's all like, you know, East Oakland and all that, and like a lot of Bay Area rappers, like even DB the General, D-Lo,
Right.
a lot of those like Oakland rappers, a lot of them, and then so it almost influenced me to talk about stuff that I actually wasn't about. In a way, it's like, oh, I'm whipping in the streets, you know. I got a bunch of cash in my pocket, and I'm
Right.
so that's what I first wrote at first, and I was like, okay, it rhymed, and it kind of went, you know, it kind of like matched with what he was saying. But every time I listened, I was like, I'm not really doing that though.
I was going to say, how did that make
know
you
what I
feel?
mean? It felt weird because at first I was like, well, at least I finished the song. To me, I was like, cool, a song's done. But
Right.
then when I would because you know, after you finish the song, you could basically memorize it in your head. You could sing it into yourself. You know,
Right.
maybe the next couple of days you're like, oh, this song's slapping. And I was like, damn, I wish I could remember the lyrics. But it was like, say something about like I have a Glock on me and I'm like riding in my whip with my homies and I'm mashing down the freeway in Oakland or the Bay, and I was like, okay, man, I can't really I can't say that type of business because even though that's what I always listened to, so that's what pushed me to even talk about that. I was like, well, now that I'm actually doing music, I almost want it to be like if you listen to an album from me, like from the first song to the 10th song. Lyrically, you could almost be like, okay, he's from here, he's this old, he likes this, he does this, he's from here. But that song, if you like heard that and was like, this is J-Spazzin, and you meet me in real life, you'd be like, this fella's not doing this.
Well,
you know what I mean? He's not doing this in real life, man. So
I agree with that 100%. And that's the way that I approach music.
Yeah.
With that being said, not that I agree with this, but I want to play devil's advocate for a little bit.
all right.
There are people that I know who have, I guess I shouldn't say no, because that implies that I kick it with them a lot. There are people that I have intermingled with
Yeah.
who strictly just make music for vibes. They don't like talk about their life in the music.
Yeah.
And they'll say things like whipping cars that they don't have and things of that nature. In my brain, back in the day, I used to think I would call that person fake.
I know, yeah.
Now, but the more I go to studios, the more I am in rooms with people who are in the business of making music, I get it. I get it in the sense of, hey man, like the owner of Target might not shop at Target because he's rich.
Okay,
He's so rich he doesn't have to shop.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it's more so
100%.
like our job as musicians, someone put this to me, our job as musicians is to make people feel something. So what do you do if you're a singer, but you've never been through hardship in life? Someone else might write for you. You see what I'm saying?
Okay,
So
yeah,
it's not to knock it. It's more so, I think what we frown upon is if you're saying shit like, I'm out here catching bodies, I'm out here killing, you like, we don't want to hear that if you, especially if you haven't done it.
100%.
But if you're saying shit like, man, I'm driving through the bay, you drive through the bay.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Technically, it's, right. Yeah.
But how do you feel about that? Like, does that change your perspective at all? You still... Well, it's okay if you disagree.
Well, I know what you mean with the vibes, because like if I wanted to make like a song poppin', I could be like, oh, you know, I'm in the club throwing hella ones, and I'm at the, you know, I'm in the VIP section with hella bottles and stuff, and realize, you know what I mean? So just to get people like, oh yeah, I want to do that. Like I feel the same way, and maybe they haven't even done it either, but they're gonna slap that song and be like, you know, I'm in the VIP with the bottles and all that.
Well, the other thing is, who's really gonna be able to tell if you've done that? We could tell if you've quote unquote killed people. Yeah. Not because we know that you've killed people, but like we would assume
that's pretty extreme. So
we would assume that where you live, there are a lot of missing people. Right?
Yeah.
That's what I would assume.
Of course, yeah. So I guess it's different.
I caught 7 bodies and there's 7 missing people. I'm like, you know what? He's probably right.
Right after this interview, I'm out. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Nah, but like,
damn, no.
But like, how would I know? I wouldn't if you had a song that is called "Popping Bottles." It's like, yo, I pop bottles, I fuck models. I'm like, all right.
Oh damn, this dude's living in it.
How would I know?
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's a lot of people that wouldn't know, especially since I'm not that big. You know what I mean? Like, not much people know about my whole lifestyle and all that.
Bro, people make whole careers off of like
something
a persona.
They've never done. I know.
You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with it.
It's difficult for me with writing music because I mean, even someone like Blueface, man, you know what I mean? I don't like his, you know what I mean? Like his music lyrically and stuff is just kind of goofy and stuff, but you see his numbers. You know what I mean?
Right.
You see some people just make something go. They're kind of talking nonsense about whatever, but if the beat's slapping, that's what kind of sucks, because like I'll sit there sometimes and even erase bars and be like, are people really going to understand this though?
Right.
You know, and stuff like sometimes I'll think too much about it. And I see these things on Instagram where it's like, if you're sitting there for hours writing one song, man, like don't do that. Just keep putting out, you know, create your catalog.
Bro, you got to make music you got to make music that matches your soul. The other day I was telling somebody, dude, I can never hit it. I hit this note for my song overnight. I can't sing. I'm not a singer. And in that song I sing. I was like, bro, I can't. I'm never going to be able to hit that note. Yeah. But someone said, "Well, you're not supposed to. Like, music is kind of an in the moment thing that you recreate."
Okay.
You know, maybe I shouldn't say not supposed to, but the point of what they were saying is like you make music in the moment that matches that moment.
Yeah.
And that's so true, right? So I guess what I'm saying is, Blueface. I'm using him as an example. I don't know him.
Yeah.
Him and other established artists are people who are really good at making music in a moment. And people will say, hey, like the beat makes a song. And that's like, I understand why they have that theory.
That thought about it, yeah.
But really, it's like the shit that Blueface says, you haven't heard before. Like when 2 Chainz was like at his peak back in the day. I shouldn't say that like he's not at his peak now. But back when it was more mainstream to listen to 2 Chainz, that's what I should say. He was saying shit that like we would probably say to our friends, and he's just putting it in a song.
Yeah.
He's like, bro, how the fuck? He's like, I love bad bitches. That's my fucking problem.
Yeah, like that's just... That's it.
No, yeah, but like in my brain, it's like that's real.
Yeah,
that's real.
It's pretty. Yeah, it's simple, but it's a lot of people like thinking like, okay, I can relate. I feel the same way or something. I know what you mean.
Like here I am listening to these deep MCs, and I'm like, yeah, man, that's really prolific what they're saying.
Yeah.
And 2 Chainz is like, if I die, bury me inside a Gucci store. Like,
yeah.
Like most people would be like purists back in the day would be like, man, I don't want to listen to that. It's like, bro, like that shit is just as hard as like the prolific shit.
Yeah,
it takes skill to be able to be that fucking relatable.
Straight
bro.
Up. No,
you know
that is true, man. That is true. So yeah, and it's hard to. I don't know, man. That's what I'm kind of in the middle of, because like I'm even like. There's a lot of people, like, it's hard to, like, there's only a couple of my boys that are like, oh, did you hear, like Kendrick Lamar or Eminem? Those are my, like, those guys, you know, like lyrically or crazy with it, like blow my mind, man, to where you have to like almost reverse the song and be like, wait, like
What did he say?
what did he say again? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you break it down. You're like, damn, like that's bars. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I love that. But then like for this, I feel like almost like 85% of the people just listening to music, if their car's just slapping, they might even be like, honestly, I don't even know what this dude's been rapping, but it goes,
it's hard,
and I
bro.
can dance to it almost.
Yeah.
You know, I could nod my head to it and kind of go with it. So it's like, damn, man.
100%.
You know, it's a middle ground, man. It's hard.
That's why that's what I love about this genre, bro. Like, there's no one way to do it except to be authentic. And when I say authentic, I mean like if you in your heart, you're an emotional person and that's going to be the kind of music you make, then that's the kind of music you make, right? Like, it's cool every now and then. Like, think about Drop It Like It's Hot, right? Like, Pharrell goes on and raps.
Yeah.
Right? And he's saying some like hard shit.
He was going on that song, man.
No one was like, man, Pharrell didn't really like that. It was a cool moment because it added a complexity to the Pharrell that we knew.
True.
Right? So what I'm getting at is, like you said, Eminem and Kendrick. If Eminem tomorrow said, I made a purely R&B album, no features, it's me singing, everyone's going to rush to listen to it just to be like, I wonder what it sounds like. But a lot of those people are not coming back.
No.
Because that's not what his talent is. His talent is being the best rhymer of words in the universe.
Like, literally, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I know what you mean. They're more going towards, because the shock factor of it. Like, oh, he's going to sing? You know, he's going to do R&B?
Right.
Let's see what's up.
So whatever I'm not saying that to box him in. I'm saying that, like, it's fine if you have these, because he has a Haley song where he sings on there, right?
Yeah.
It's great to have your standouts, right? Add complexity to your character.
True.
But don't create just one of something. So with that being said, I have a question for you. What do you feel like your talent is when it comes to your pen or your music? Are you a fast rapper? Do you feel like you're melodic? What is your talent?
That's a good question, man. Because like I've said, I'm so new with everything. It's not like it just comes to me. You know, it's not just like, oh, well, this is what I've been known for. This is what I've been known for. I'm still relatively new. So it's like,
what do you feel like
the lyrical side of it, man? Like if I could go, like if I could hit just like, like gas, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
Like 3 or 4 bars in a row where just not taking a breath, where I'm just like, da, 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 da. I'm just like, that makes me feel good. Like, oh, like I gassed it a little bit right there. You know what I mean?
Got you.
And I don't really focus on even like hooks. Like, I don't want to be like, I just want everybody to be able to sing along and feel the vibe. I'm more like, just like,
I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna rap.
Yeah, just gas it, man. Like, go with it. Yeah. To be honest.
Okay, fair enough.
Lyrical.
What would you say that, because you just started in March, right? Yeah. How many songs do you have stashed?
It's like unreleased.
Yeah, unreleased.
Oh man. Well, I'm about to drop an EP with Scando with 5 songs.
Okay.
Drop a 6-song EP with Chippas.
All right.
And
when are those dropping?
I still don't know yet. I'm brand new. This is gonna be my first 2 projects, so I'm almost trying to leak it correct, or not leak it, but drop it correctly.
Right.
Because I'm so new. I realize if I was like, hey guys, boom, here's 20 of my songs, go check them out. I'm not gonna get everybody to check out all the songs. You know what I mean? So that's what I've been trying to like do, 1 song at a time. Even drop a couple reels before it, little promos. Like maybe sing the hook, hey, this is dropping soon. And then another week later, maybe sing part of my verse. Hey, this is dropping next Friday. And then put it out. So I'm trying to focus on like the release of it. Because I looked a lot at La Russell's stuff.
Right.
And he's even saying how he was working on 1 song would take him 3 months as far as putting it out. So a whole month he would tease it. 2nd month he would put it out. 3rd month he would keep posting reels about, hey, I just dropped a song. So I'm like, damn, man.
There's a lot of work.
Yeah,
goes into
man.
It. Absolutely.
So I'm like, damn, man, I don't want to just go like drop it hey, here's this project, and here's 3 more singles. Go check them all out now. Yeah, it's hard.
I agree.
It is.
I want to add a challenging thought to that, okay?
Okay.
You do what you feel is best, all right? I agree with that point wholeheartedly. What I do is incorrect. A lot of people out there would tell me it's incorrect, but I'm just going to give you my thoughts anyway.
All right.
I have, I think, almost 5 hours worth of music, my music, whether I feature on something or whether it's my song.
Yeah.
I put on a playlist. It's like 4 hours and 50 minutes.
Damn, dude.
And by the time this comes out, it will definitely be over 5 hours.
That's crazy with it, man.
Thank you. I'm not an established artist, so the stakes are low.
Damn, I know what you mean.
So when I say the stakes are low, what I mean by that is like if first artist that came to my head, Drake. If Drake drops an album tomorrow and it flops, that could be a stain on his career. And people are like, I'm not listening to the next one because the last one sucked. For me, what do I have to lose?
Yeah.
People are already not. I think I have like 70 listeners at the time of this recording.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I have nothing to lose by dropping a 20-song EP because you know what I would rather do? I would rather have all this music in the stash that you could go listen to at any moment, push, let's say, 10 songs all year. Just make a bunch of, for my best 10 songs. Mm-hmm. You become a fan, you go to my catalog, and you say, damn, like, he didn't just have those 10. He has 5 hours worth. Now, I might have skipped an hour's worth of songs because it's just not for me, but I'm still a 4-hour fan.
Damn.
Bro, that's from here to LA.
That's true.
You see
Just
what I'm
your
saying?
music, yeah.
Just my music.
For real, man, that is true.
What do you feel about
think,
that? Sorry, you said, but do you think?
Well, you're a little, I mean, I guess we're not established yet, but you have a lot more experience than me even at right now. So what would you think for me?
I think.
When did you start making music?
Bro, I started making music when I was 14. I started writing when I was 6. I'm 30 years old right now.
Okay.
Yeah. So I started writing when I was 6. It wasn't specifically hip hop, it was poetry. But I started making music, recording it when I was 14. I didn't want to put it out, so my big homie said, hey, you should put this out. I was putting it out on Tumblr. Then every year I would just find a way, put something out, put something out. Put something out. But it wasn't just about, because the music wasn't, objectively, it wasn't good. At the time, I thought it was the greatest shit in the world.
Yeah.
But it's about, you can hear yourself get better. To
100%.
me, when artists say, and I don't mean disrespect to you or anybody, when artists tell me, man, like, I don't want to put it out, it's not the right time, it's not perfect. It's like, it's almost the equivalent of someone who's overweight saying, I don't want to go to the gym because I'm going to look stupid. It's like, bro, go look stupid.
It's like, just go,
Go look stupid.
I feel it.
Go, you got to look stupid because guess what? 2 months of you looking stupid, you're going to look like some real gym rats.
Yeah.
Don't judge a fat person who's in the gym.
Nah, man, hell no. They're like, get it, man.
Exactly.
No business. Yeah.
Like real people who like respect the craft are not going to judge you for putting out a 5-song EP and your first couple of reels are like, you know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
Like it happens.
Yeah,
it happens.
100%. No, I know what you mean, man. I guess the only reason why I'd be kind of hesitant is since I don't have much of a following now, I don't expect everybody to listen to the next 11 songs. Mm-hmm. I feel like a couple of those songs might not even get a view type of business. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm almost like, I'm bringing like the entree out on one plate and being like, this is what I have right now. Hey, try it. Try this one entree right now. Instead of just bringing out the buffet and being like, hey, this is a brand new restaurant, but I have 30 plates to try. Some of those plates just might rot and go in the garbage can. You know what I mean?
Hey,
so I'm like,
But that's the game, bro. That's the game. Like you got to put this, because again, how are you going to receive the feedback from anybody else if you don't put shit out in for the people to consume?
Yeah, no,
you know,
that's
like,
true.
I put something out, and some people are like, I love it, and some people are like, I think you yell too much,
or something.
I put some calm out. They're like, okay, I like this. So now I'm like, okay, my range is somewhere in this pocket. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've noticed based on analytics, these kind of songs get a lot of plays, and these kind of songs get skipped right away.
That's true.
You don't
can take
know
homework on it almost.
Exactly. You don't know any of that if you don't put that shit out there.
For real, that's true, man.
You know what I'm saying?
And I guess I guess the reason why I feel like I'm like holding on to them, like slowly making sure they're dropped like perfectly, is because I guess I'm not able to work on so much music to where these like 10, 11, 12 songs, whatever it is, I was almost planning on by the end of all those being dropped, being like even maybe January, February, pushing into March, but I don't know. But then I'm feeling the way you're saying, because a couple of my boys told me the same thing. Like, dude, just keep pushing it. Just put it out.
Push it, bro. Because
so I'm like,
bro, when was the last time you went to a movie? Like a movie theater?
Dude, a cool minute ago.
Cool minute? Well,
Me and my girl been together for 5 years. We've been in the movie theater once together.
Damn. I can guarantee that when you went to the movie, Coca-Cola had a commercial in it. I can guarantee that.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think Coca-Cola needs a commercial?
Hell no.
They got to remind you that they're still there. Put it that way. A I'm sure, billion-dollar company has to spend however much money to prove to you that they still exist. How do your friends or family or potential fans know that you even rap if you've never put out music?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you and I know you because I know somebody who knows you.
Yeah.
They're like recommendations and things of that nature. Like, cool. That's great. But I happen to be in the industry. Other people who are fans of you, once this interview drops, it's like, damn, like I relate to that guy. I want to go listen to his shit.
Yeah.
Bro, if you don't have one song, they can't be a fan.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real, man. Because I literally have 3 songs released right now. So they would be like, hey, let's go check this fool's catalog. They'll listen to 8 minutes or 7 minutes of music and be like, well, that's JSpazzin.
Right.
That sucks. I don't like that, man.
Hey, and again, your career is yours to control. I'm not trying to tell you how to move, and I'm more so talking through you for the other artists I know out there that are like, I gotta wait for the perfect time. I gotta tune this. I gotta tune that, bro. I don't even bother showing other artists my music anymore. Like when it's in the studio, because artists are going to find the little things that my wife won't notice. I mean, my wife, she sings, so maybe I shouldn't bring her up, but like that my friends won't notice.
Yeah. I know.
All they care about is it of the same EQ quality of these other songs that are in my playlist.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, for sure. So you kind of refrain from showing people so many.
I don't refrain from it. I enjoy collaborating. If I'm collaborating with another artist, of course I'm going to like ask for their opinion and things of that nature. But like when it comes to the art form, bro, people do not analyze it. Where do you listen to music? In your car, probably, right?
Yeah.
Bro, are you sitting there having a full-on like breakdown of like the synthesizer in the background? No, bro, you're not.
No,
you're not.
I know what you mean, though. Sometimes you get like start criticizing it, and you're like, I don't know about that. Oh, maybe I gotta re-record this. Maybe I gotta change the beat up a little bit, or hit up my engineer and change my ad libs or something.
You know to do that, right?
Yeah.
Your friend has no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Nah, man.
What was the last party you went to? A wedding or a bar? Or
let's say, a wedding 3 years ago.
Okay, wedding 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay. My man's busy. That's the last time he went to a party 3 years ago?
Dude.
That's cool. It's cool.
Pretty much, man.
I'm not judging you. I actually respect that.
I know what you mean.
This is what
all right.
This is what I'm getting at, all right?
Okay.
When you're at a wedding, I guarantee Yeah by Usher came on at least once.
Ah, damn it, man. I don't know that song.
You know Yeah by Usher.
If you played it, man, but I don't.
Peace up, A-Town.
Oh, okay, there we go. All right, yeah, there we go, man.
Bro, everybody knows that song.
Okay,
and then everyone rushes to the dance floor. You know what no one does? No one's like, bro, Usher sounds crazy with this equalizer right here. Like, no one does that, bro. Music is for feeling. If your music allows people to feel something, whether it's sadness, anger, happiness. I want to dance right now. I want to work out right now.
I want to party. I want
to party, right?
Yeah.
There's either some extremes, and I don't recommend this. Some people are like, man, I want to do acid to this song.
Yeah, no,
right?
For real though, yeah.
These are feelings.
It puts you into that vibe.
Right.
Yeah,
so my point to you is, the next time you go and listen to your catalog, you specifically, the next time you go listen to your catalog, don't think about, is this perfect? Think about it from a fan's perspective. Does this make me feel something?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
When
it's hard to almost look at your own music like that.
It is, bro. It's so hard, but like, you have to.
Yeah.
You have
I
to,
know what
because
you
if you
mean.
get stuck in that artist brain, bro, that's a loop.
Damn.
That's a loop. And I've been stuck in that loop before and just not put shit out.
That's messed up, man. I know what you mean, though. It's just another little bump in the road. You know what I mean? Once you start
100%.
learning that. But because I know what you mean when I show my boys my music and they're like, okay, yeah. And then I remember one song I was like, but dude, I got to go record this part because did you hear that I slipped on this last lyric? And they're like, not until you pointed it out.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's what
And
I'm
it was
saying,
literally,
bro.
I went to the studio to re-record one word of my verse.
You spent $60
Yeah,
to go
man.
record one thing.
real quick. Yeah, because
Just
I
for
was like,
a couple friends to enjoy it anyway.
yeah, and maybe in reality, after however many views the song has or whatever, no one's gonna know that I switched it up, or maybe they don't even know what bar I caught, but they still listen to the song, you know. So that does suck. That does suck. Man.
Yeah. Just the cardinal rules. Stay in key of whatever song, like whether you're rapping or singing, stay in key.
Yeah.
Okay, stay on beat. Right? And don't fuck up the EQ. Those are the three things that regular. I mean, I'm not an engineer, so engineers, if you want to crucify me in the comments.
Say something, yeah.
But those three things, the average those are the only things that average people care about.
Yeah.
When this last thing, because I'm yapping at this point, then I'm gonna shoot you some rapid fire questions. All right.
Cool.
When I show people my music, they're not sitting there dissecting. They're mainly, sorry, no, my bad. When someone shows me their music, I can typically tell if it's amateur, not based off the words that they're saying.
Yeah.
Because anyone could say anything.
100%. Yeah.
It's not based off of anything other than, are you on beat and how does this mix sound? If the mix sounds kind of like you were saying earlier, like you did it off the phone and the laptop's over there, bro, like, of course I'm not going to listen to it. It doesn't sound like anything else. But if you were on beat and you got someone to just mix it right, if you were in key, most likely someone somewhere is going to like it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, for real. Yeah. That is a big difference. That is true. Because even I do really critique it a lot, almost to the extent to where, say I could probably run like 12 bars without punching in and out. Like I could just gas 12 bars, you know what I mean, without not being like, then I'm gonna like sounding shitty, you know what I mean? But I've had to punch in and out when I have done like, I think I've done like 24 bars, a little hook, and then another 24 bars. And I was in the studio and I was like, you know what I mean? And
Right,
it sounded like I'm losing my breath. But then I punch out, I do like 8 bars. And after the 8 bars, on my 9th bar, you could tell that I punched in because I'm not like, obviously, exactly, man. Right. It sounds like I'm like, and then it goes, like you could totally tell it's a new voice, and I don't like that business, man. I think that's the thing I got to get over is critiquing my own bars so much, because even my engineer has a lot of experience, and he's like, people aren't gonna catch that.
They're not gonna catch. And all you gotta do, drop the beat out a little bit, maybe take a drum out or like a snare out, and it's like, oh, that change was intentional. They won't even notice it, bro.
100%. Yeah.
You know how many times lately? I don't know why lately, but I've been like off beat. And I'm like, I'm only off beat on the clap, not on like the metronome. Okay. So if I just take out that clap right there,
you're good.
It was like intentional.
I swear. Okay.
I swear to God.
Yeah.
All
and
right.
with experience, you know how to do that too. When I was brand new, I was like, Eli. Shout out Eli. Shout out Eli at Rich and Flesh Studios in Livermore, man. He's got a lot of experience, but he's helped me out a lot. 100% with a lot of that stuff, man.
For sure.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna end this with some rapid fire questions. I know you don't have music out right now, okay?
Yeah.
But you said you have 3 songs out right now.
3, yeah.
Of those 3 songs, I want you to tell me which is your best, as in from an objective perspective. I want you to tell me which is your favorite and which one means the most to you emotionally.
Okay.
Now you can't pick the same one for the different things.
That works because it's only 3 songs and it's 3. Hey, it worked out, man.
That's what I do.
So what was the first one? Is what meant most to me?
No, the first one is the best one objectively from like a fan's perspective. The second one is which one is your personal favorite, and the third one is which one means the most to you.
Okay. I would say "Ready for the Move" is probably a fan favorite, most popping right now, man.
Okay.
That's
Ready
the most
for the
catchy.
Move.
The hook's catchy. It's easy to sing to. That was my second song with Scando. That one's pretty popping. I got to actually perform that at Canocti Arbor Resort in Clear Lake. Yeah, it's crazy because
J Diggs.
Yeah, J Diggs was there. Neff performed. Scando performed. Switch SC, man. He's got some nice music. Lil Ace went to go perform. Shout out all these people, you know what I mean? That I'm running, man.
Yeah.
D-Lo.
Name dropping.
D-Lo, Neff, J Diggs. It was a pretty poppin' lineup, man. I was brand new with it. And shout out Scando again. He was like, hey, man, we got, I think it was like 15 minutes on stage. But he was like, hey, if you want to run your verse, go ahead. I was kind of thrown off because there was like, it was in the parking lot of the casino with all that of a lineup. There was about maybe 200 people there.
Damn, okay.
Yeah, so I was like, damn, man, I'm brand new. You know, if you look at the lineup, it looks like it's a bunch of experience here, but little do they know this is basically my first experience, my first performance. So I ran Ready for the Move, man, and the crowd was digging it. They were vibing with it, man. And I was like, damn, that's cool, man. You know, once you get that handled and you see people actually like, you know, kind of nodding their heads, like not much people just on their phone on the side waiting for the next artist. They were like vibing with it, so that's why I say probably fan favorite. Yeah,
okay.
best so far, man. And then what was the second one, man? Favorite, I'd say They Never Knew. That's the title of the next song, man. They Never Knew. That one is fun. I just like the vibe of it. It's super, like the beat's low key. And it's based off real business, man. It was kind of talking about how I was serving around the valley, man.
Okay.
At the end of my senior year, man, right when I graduated, I was the guy
to call.
Yeah, man.
I mean, you gotta go into that.
You don't gotta go into deep business, but that's why it was a lot. Because I was like, damn, man, like, I'm out of it now. I don't do that anymore, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But it's cool, like, that, you know, it was all, like, real what I was talking about because it was pretty wild at that time. And then for the third one, that meant something to me, right? Probably the most that means to me, man, would have to be Vibe to It with Chippas because I've been listening to that fool for a while, man. Probably since I was a freshman, like NHT boys listening to Slide In. YP 196. There's a lot of them, man. There's a lot of songs that I've been slapping with Chippas, man. All of his original Yankster albums and all that. So right when I actually tapped in with that fool, he hit me back. He let me know what's good and everything. And then we actually linked up, you know, met him in person the first time.
Right.
And recorded in the studio and all that. He's telling me how, like, you know, he's tapped in with E40 and, like, all these people and all that. And it's, like, it's shocking for me because I'm like, damn, man, like
you're just starting.
Yeah, man. Like, it blew my mind. I was like, dude, I'd be slapping your music all through high school and all this. Now I'm kicking with him. He's just, you know, giving me game on, like, a bunch of things. And I'm like, damn, man. And then we were able to do a music video. We did some footage in Manteca. Some footage at the studio in Livermore. Mm-hmm. And I'd say that for sure means the most to me, man, because that was like a icon for me, is making music with him. That was dope, man.
Man, so cool. tell the people, by the time they hear this is going to be the new year, right?
Yeah.
Tell the people something that's coming from you soon.
Oh, man. I'm going to really start putting it out, man, like, seriously. Like, right now, like I said, only 3 songs, like 12 in the vault and stuff. But now, like, you know, I'm doing a little 1-year assessment. And I'm feeling that people are vibing with it. To an extent, obviously nothing too crazy where there's millions here and there. But really, like, 2026, man, I'm going to try to hit it stupid hard. To where I'm really, by the end of 2026, I'm going to know whether I'm even going to be keeping my job or not, type of thing. You know what I mean? Like, is this going to be my main job because it's, like, really, like, paying off and, like, actually popping off? or is it still gonna almost feel like a hobby to me, depending
Right.
on how things look? You know what I mean? Because I want to do it forever. I'm gonna do music forever, even if it becomes a hobby. By the time I'm 40 years old, I'll still have a little studio and all that. You know what I mean? But 2026, mark my words, man. I'm gonna put out my first album. And I'm gonna hit up I'm gonna get some features that people are gonna be like, damn, man, I didn't know. No, Spazzin was gonna link up with them. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
It's gonna be exciting, man. So anybody watching my channel, supporting
Where can they find you?
anything, man, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube. I'm trying to push YouTube a little bit more. Instagram, JSpazzin209. And then, yeah, man, that's pretty much it. I'm trying to put out as much as I can, to be honest. I don't want to lag in the music. And now I got a little motivation when you're saying, man, because of August, man, you guys might see the music drop a little bit quicker, man. You got me that motivation, you know what I mean?
You got, bro. I don't invite people onto the show based on like follower count or clout. That means very little to me.
Yeah.
I follow people based on, or not follow, I interview people based on what I see that you can't measure, but like physically, like drive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
100%.
this desire to actually do something, right? And just because you might run into like this perfection bubble here and there does not mean the drive isn't there. It's more so nervousness, right? That feeling right before you go on stage, are people gonna fuck with it? The little voice in the back of your mind, like,
It's a little, yeah.
all you gotta say is, so what if they don't?
It is what it is.
I guess we gonna see.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, no, I agree with it, man. I agree. I totally agree with that. Just have the confidence, because even, I mean, it's low key, but even, G-Spot and Turlock,
Of
you
course.
perform there.
Yeah.
Like, there, maybe 20, 30 people there, and if you really want to take rep and, start running it and, like, possibly perform in, like, a stadium one day, even if it's years down the road.
You gotta
really
start somewhere.
Get that courage going, man. That's why... Suck, man. I had to get a little liquid courage, a couple beers before I perform, lighten up a little bit. It is what it is, because I was, vibing with it and all that. But when you're just sitting there, you're like, all right, maybe like 10 minutes from now, I'll be on stage. And you're just kind of, everyone's like vibing because they have no pressure. And you're just sitting there on the side, like, you know what I mean? Like, waiting for the performance. But I got past that, man. I'm totally ready to run it. I think Mac Tunes is setting some up for January 2nd. G-Spot.
Okay.
He's putting a little flyer together. I'm gonna be performing out there, man.
Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah, shout out Mac Tunes, honestly, for real.
Shout out Mac Tunes.
Legit with it.
Yes, sir.
And
Well,
I do want to do a 209 thing. I think for my I don't know if it's gonna be like a 209 EP or I'm gonna get a lot of 209 artists to link on my album. But it'd be dope to do something with you.
let's run it.
Nitty, Gritty, shout out, you know what I mean?
I gotta shout out my boy Angel Ochoa. You were saying who? Sorry.
Two-Tone.
Two-Tone, okay.
I want to link up with Ace Boogie from Modesto, Drew the Dragon, man. Just everybody, I appreciate a 209 putting it on, man. Mac
Shout out
Tunes,
Ace. Shout out Drew.
Everybody, man. Everybody, we got to link up. Because that's another reason why I clicked with the Bay at first. Because not just how I knew more people out there, but I just thought that was way more of a movement. But I don't want to be, 209 this and that. I love, the Valley, but every time I'm always in the Bay. So that's why I want to keep performing G-Spots, cool. Even low-key spots in Manteca, Modesto, Tracy, Stockton, whatever, man, because I know we got something popping, man.
Absolutely.
209 really got it popping right now, dude. I like.
There's a momentum, bro.
For real, man. It's cool. I like it.
Yes, sir. Well, J-Spazzin, thank you for being on the show.
100%.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Go ahead and follow J-Spazzin. Shout out everyone who was shouted out on this episode.
Shout out August, too, for the interview, man. Everything was legit. Let's run it.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.